Greetings and merry meet. This is Way of the Witch, and I'm your host, Mortika Lacrosse. And it's been a while since we've done a Way of Witch episode, and this Way of the Witch episode is going to be about tarot, or sometimes they're called oracle cards. And, hold on. This right here is one deck of my oracle cards. And I also have those particular oracle cards that you just saw me holding is messages from your spirit guides, from your animal spirit guides. Then I also have a deck right here, if I can get it open, of a regular, well, not that that's not a regular tarot deck, that's a oracle kind of deck. The Rider-Waite tarot deck, which are a lot of the tarot cards you usually see. And basically, how tarot works, you don't necessarily have to have a question set in mind or anything like that. And it doesn't work like TV shows or movies show you. They don't foretell the future in a way. They sometimes will connect with things that you have hidden deep within your mind, your subconscious, and basically it uses what has happened in your past to tell you possibilities that could happen in your future, but it doesn't foretell the future in the way you're thinking or as you've seen in movies. Instead, it tells you possibilities or outcomes of the decisions you make now, based off the decisions of the past. I guess the best way you can put it. Now, sometimes people will do a question. Sometimes people won't. Some people tell you, when it comes to tarot cards, when you have your first tarot deck, that, oh, well, somebody has to buy it for you. And I've heard this rumor, and I'm here to dispel that myth. No, you can buy your own tarot deck. Your first tarot card doesn't have to be bought by someone else. That's an urban legend, and it dates back only to the 1950s with people such as Gerald Gardner. And Gerald Gardner is not the all to end all when it comes to witchcraft. Maybe it comes when it comes to Wicca, but I'm not Wiccan. So I don't really care. I could care less what Gerald Gardner has to say about the topic. But for instance, what people don't realize about tarot, or I think that's how you pronounce it, what they don't realize about tarot is that it originated from a card-playing game called Taraki, or Taraki. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll put it right here on the screen of how you spell it. And in certain European countries, they still play the card game. So in the description bar down below, I'll leave some links to people that will show you how to play the card game that basically tarot came from. And so, I guess let's jump to a few of the spreads that you can do. So, here we go. Okay, so the first spread that we're going to talk about is the True Love spread. It should come no surprise that there is one of these tarot spreads on the list. Everyone likes to know what their love life is holding. Now, the first card represents you. It signifies what you currently feel about your current relationships, your approach, and outlook. The second card represents your partner. It also represents their current emotions towards you, their expectations about your relationships. The third card is a connection card. What are the characteristics that you have in common and how do they bind you together? The fourth card indicates the strength of your relationship and the qualities that make your relationship flourish. The fifth card shows the weakness in your relationship, what things you both need to improve are. The final card is your True Love card. It interprets what needs to be addressed on whether is your relationship going to be successful, is there a threat, yada yada yada. Then the next card spread is the Success card spread. Now the first card in this one signifies your major concern or obstacle, what it is that you're facing. You can't overcome a problem if you're not exactly sure what it is, and that's what this card will tell you. The second card elaborates on your current challenges and complications. The third card reveals the hidden factors affecting your current condition, while the fourth card represents new ideals, people, or things that help you grow your future. By involving yourself with these aspects, your perception of the condition will evolve, and you will find a better solution to your problem, while the final fifth card indicates what you need to do to be successful, and what you should stay away from to avoid failure. My favorite, the Celtic Cross spread. The first card represents the current condition that you are the person they're reading is finding about themselves and what surrounds them and what is involved in the question they are facing. Or if you're doing a reading from another person, then I guess the first card would represent what they are, are facing. Now the second card is placed across the first card facing to the left and always read it in an upright position. It shows what the core obstacle is and what needs to overcome, or that the thing that is holding the person back. If this is a positive card, it may be fear or envy of the circumstances that are depicted or holding the person back. The third card reveals subconscious influences. Note, if the second card shows a positive condition and the third card shows a negative condition, the person the reading is about is creating a negative outcome for themselves because they believe they are not good enough to get the positive outcome shown by the second card. Now the fourth card shows what tools the person has at their disposal and what they can use to overcome the obstacle indicated by the second card to reach the ultimate goal shown by the third card. The fourth card can show negative aspects, but they can be used to achieve the overall goal indicated by the third card. And if the second person is positive, the third and fourth cards are negative, the person is using what is indicated by the fourth card to create the negative outcome they subconsciously desire. The fifth card shows the past of the situation. The sixth card is the headlight, where the person is heading. The seventh card represents the person's attitude, the actions, thoughts, and ideas regarding the issue at hand. The eighth card is an energy card. What kind of energy is the person getting from the people surrounding them in their environment? Are the energies helpful? Is it time for a change of scenery? Stuff like that. The ninth card symbolizes what the person wants or fears. And the final 10 card symbolizes the outcome based on the current energies. This will have a strong connection with the sixth card. What does it say? Are the energies complementing or conflicting with each other? The final card can also indicate whether the person can avoid the immediate future represented by the sixth card, or whether it is a necessary obstacle they need to face. Now, this one that you see is the career path spread. This is a favorite among practitioners. It's perfect for times when you feel stagnant in your career and things like that. Now, the first card in this spread interprets the answer to the question. Is your current job your ideal job? It's pretty straightforward interpretation, but if you need help, you can reference the yes-no tarot guide online for more insight into what the card draw here represents. Now, the second card signifies what actions must be taken to further your career. A positive card will indicate that you should remain in your current position, while a negative card suggests that you should think about making a change in the area indicated by the card. Now, the third card in the spread reveals the aspects of your professional life that you can no longer alter. You may be called to a different job by the first card, but here the readers may indicate that you should look for something in the same line you are currently working in, while the fourth card shows your level of performance in your current job. Are you exerting enough effort or force or putting in enough to get to the top or even to accelerate, or are you slacking, and why? The fifth card tells you the things that you need to change and improve. This card can indicate a possible new employment path or just small things you can alter in your current job to ensure you are more productive and that you get noticed. The sixth card answers the question, is there a past event in your career life that is affecting your current work status? Pay careful enough attention to this card. Now, the seventh and final card represents the result that you can anticipate if you follow the guidance given to you by the reading. If there's a negative card, you may be interpreting some of the reading incorrectly, which will lead you to make bad profession choices. If you're unsure of the outcome you get, take a couple of days to mull over the reading and then do another one to see how things have changed as your attitude changes. Now, the final spread we're going to show in this video is the 3-card spread. 3 cards, that's it. And that's what makes one of the most popular tarot readings. You got the past, present, and future. Now, unlike other spreads that I've talked about, the 3-card spread is very different, as there is not one fixed purpose or meaning to each card. Instead, it is completely dynamic depending on the purpose of the reading and the question being asked. Past, present, future, or it can be what helps you, what hinders you, what are your realized and unrealized potentials, current situation, challenges, or guidance, what you think, what you feel, what you do. You, your partner, your relationship, strengths, weaknesses, advice, mind, body, and spirit. You can assign your meaning to each of the position of the 3 cards you draw. But basically, these are your basic, very well, easy to read, typical tarot spreads. So those are a few of the tarot spreads you can do for divination purposes in order to perhaps help you make the decisions. Also to get in touch with your inner psyche or your inner subconscious, or to open your third eye, to tap within that, what I call a superconscious or a collective consciousness that we all share, in order to find what you need to find in order to make the decision. So I hope this video has helped. I got some more Way of the Witch videos coming up soon, and I plan to do more Way of the Witch videos than I have in the past. I also tend to expand past what some of my Way of the Witch videos have originally done, because I don't think I've really tapped into, in these video-wise, of what kind of witchcraft I practice now. When this series started, several years back when I started this Way of the Witch series, it was when I was Wiccan. But over the years, my witchcraft has evolved. I left Wicca, and now I just consider myself a great witch, separate from Wicca, and I follow the goddess Morgan and the god Arwen. So I don't really consider myself part of what some people might consider Wicca or modern paganism. I follow my own thing. So I plan to do videos about that in the future. And also, we might come back onto the topic of tarot with a few more things that I might have not gotten in this video. But if you want to see more Way of the Witch videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified of future Way of the Witch videos, and make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you thought of this video and this topic. I'd really like to hear your feedback. I'm Mortika, Lacrosse. Until next time, blessed be.